In this video, we'll be breaking down the first set of the SA Paddle Grand Open Final, played between Adam Fun Harte and Warren Kuhn, versus Richard Ashforth and Egmond Fun Heerdan. First, we will watch the footage uninterrupted, and then break down the key tactical points from both teams' perspectives. The points have been grouped in a way for us to better understand the tactical decisions of both teams. Timestamps have been provided in the video description. Enjoy! We will be analyzing the following 9 topics in our post-game analysis, beginning with Warren and Adam, and then Egmond and Richard. When serving out wide, Warren keeps the ball on a line that is not intended to hit the side glass. This serve is very effective as long as the ball lands deep in the service block. The returner is also very limited in hitting an attacking return back. Warren and Adam use a basic strategy when it comes to hitting their first volley. Their target is deep down the center of the court. Take notice of how they utilize the slice volley, which is intended to keep the ball's bounce as low as possible. Because they are not giving their opponent any side angles to work with, Adam and Warren can both focus their attention towards the center of the court instead of standing near the side cage. This strategy, when executed properly, can really limit the opponent's options. Adam and Warren demonstrate great teamwork in the way that they move at the net. We are going to imagine that the players are connected by a rope. Notice how they move together at the net and never break the imaginary rope. By using this method, Adam and Warren are not giving the opposition an easy target to hit a passing shot. When the opposition attempts to lob Adam, both him and Warren move back together. This is textbook paddle when it comes to positioning. One should not approach this specific scenario the same as you would in tennis. Now, unfortunately, when the lob goes over Warren's head, Adam does not retreat as his partner did for him. This basically forces Warren to hit the smash or high lob cross-court. It is risky if Warren decides to go down the line, as Richard would be able to volley the next ball in the open gap created in between Warren and Adam. One of the clearest tactics imposed in this match was the returning approach Adam employed when facing Richard's serve. 100% of Adam's returns were either hit straight to Egmond at the net or over Egmond's head. When analyzing if this decision is the correct one or not, we need to consider a few factors. Adam is obviously respecting the strength of Richard's first volley and so avoids that scenario altogether. What Adam has sacrificed, though, on this approach is the element of surprise. You will also notice that Richard only served to Adam's body or out wide and never gave him any looks down the line. After looking at the statistics, the serving team won 78% of the points in this pattern, which suggests that Adam should mix the returns up a bit more. Of the 4 players in this match, Egmond definitely has the strongest serve. He is able to keep the ball very low with the spin and pace he generates. This makes attacking the return more difficult for Adam and Warren. Egmond knows that to successfully hit good return lobs off his serve on a constant basis is a tall order. With this in mind, notice how much closer he can get to the net when hitting his first volley. The closer a person gets to the net, the easier it is to attack the volley. Egmond and Richard won 89% of the points when Egmond served. Here we will have a look at a 2-shot pattern that Egmond likes to use when returning serve. Firstly, Egmond returns the serve low over the net, with his follow-up shot being a lob over either of the opposition players. Egmond doesn't exclusively use this pattern, and therefore the opposition cannot always predict this play. The preferred variation of this pattern that Egmond uses is for him to wait for the ball to come off the back or side glass first before hitting the ball over the opposition's heads. This gives Egmond more time to set up and hit the lob. The follow-up to this play, if executed correctly, is for both Egmond and Richard to move forward and take control of the net. If the serving team get too close to the net, then this pattern is an absolute must. The one downside to this play is if you hit the lob too short, allowing the opposition to attack with a potential point-ending smash. Earlier, we saw how Adam and Warren prefer volleying deep down the center of the court. Here we see how Richard spreads the ball a lot more across the width of the court, but stays disciplined in making sure that the majority of his volleys are either on or beyond the baseline. The main objective of this approach is for Richard to keep the opposition on the defensive while maintaining net dominance. Drop volleys or short-angled volleys should only be used as attacking options if that team has control of the net. Otherwise, keeping the ball low and deep on the volley is the high-percentage, low-risk play. We had a look earlier at what Warren and Adam do when one of them get lobbed by the opposition. In their case, Warren was doing the textbook play when Adam got lobbed, but Adam was employing more of a tennis approach and held his position at the net when Warren got lobbed. Both Richard and Egmond do the same play as Adam and hold their position at the net when their partner gets lobbed. Adam and Warren move forward towards the net as they should, which leaves us with a formation of 3 players holding the net and 1 at the back. In most cases, the player at the back is almost forced to hit an aggressive ball at the 2 net players, as his partner is not in an ideal position, being at the net while his teammate is at the back. As was explained earlier, the player at the back is also indirectly forced to never hit straight down the line, as his partner at the net would not be able to cover all the necessary angles. Any team that does choose to use this tactic needs to have a firm understanding of the available plays that will not put the net player out of position. Thanks for watching this breakdown. Be on the lookout for any future videos on the channel.